Hey everyone, and welcome back to our latest installment of Tea Time with the First Tee of Greater Akron, a video series that gives you the opportunity to get to know our staff much better on and off the golf course. And today's special guest is Jimmy Beers. Jimmy, how are you doing, buddy?
Doing well, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Oh, our pleasure. I've been looking forward to this for a couple weeks now.
Well, let's
So
go.
let's
Let's
do
play
it.
some
Let's do
nine
it.
holes. Yeah.
Nine
Courses
holes,
are
nine
closed. We got to
questions. You
play.
got it. You got it down. You know what we're doing here. So, hey, let's get started. What is your role at the First Tee, and how long have you been in this role?
So this is my 6 years at the First Tee so far, and 6 years ago I started off just as a level one coach, and at the end of the year they asked me to become a program director. So I went to do a bunch of training for program directing, and also did all the training 3 levels for coaching. So I'm also a recognized coach down at the First Tee. And just recently traveled out to San Diego, an accomplishment I'm really proud of, and became a certified chapter trainer. So we can start training coaches right here on site at Mud Run. So that's exciting for us.
Very cool. Yeah, it gives us the opportunity to grow a lot faster than before. It's awesome. It's very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Well, in these years that you've been with us here, going on 6 years, what is your favorite memory to date of the First Tee of Greater Akron?
Wow. So that's a tough question. But kind of like every day's a memory at the First Tee, as you've seen in your first year there. And I challenge anyone to come down and watch it firsthand. There are always memories being made.
Yeah.
A couple that really stick out to me, though, is 3 years ago, a teacher from Akron North High School, Pat DeAndrea, called me and said, "Hey, Coach Jimmy, I want to start a girls golf team here at the high school." And I'm like, "Sweet, we can do that." He's like, "Well, these girls have never golfed, and they're all refugees, from all over the world that have just recently come to the North Hill area." And I was like, "Wow, that's even cooler." So we bust them down to Mud Run, and we fitted them all up for clubs and gave them golf balls and some clothes that people had donated and shoes and confidence, and we got them going. And now 3 years later, they're a varsity golf team there at North High School. So that's one memory that really intrigues my heart. Before we brought you on, Mike, I did all the outreach too, and something a lot of people probably don't even know about, but on Wednesday nights for about 3 years, just recently, I would go to a sexually abused homeless shelter for boys, and the next week girls, and we would switch off, and we would bring the snag equipment, or I'd bring the real equipment sometimes, and spend an hour with the kids in the evening. After an all day at Mud Run, I'd head on over there and teach the kids. But what's crazy about that and now is there's the shelter always had rules that there was a 6-foot barrier with the kids for the kids' safety, and also no contact. So no high fives, no handshakes, no showing them how to grip the club. So as a PGA professional, that was a very challenging situation to teach golf from 6 feet away without contact. So those two things are just unique in general. But a special moment for me is a couple years ago, Constantine, one of our First Tee participants at our Eagle level, asked me to be his confirmation sponsor, which in the Catholic Church is a sacrament. So very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, that is
But
awesome.
again, every day is a memory there.
Right. Every day is an opportunity to make a special impact. So that no question. Very cool. So you know better than anybody that we have 9 core values at the First Tee. So how about you let me know, what is your favorite core value and why?
Wow. Which week is it? Because those change each week at the First Tee. No, just kidding. They're all important. And they all relate to each other, as we all know, but they seamlessly relate to each other. But when I was 14, just getting into golf, I took a lesson from a pro at the course I was working at, Blackbrook Country Club up in Menor, Ohio. And the pro looked at me with the straightest face and said, "Kid, if you don't have confidence in this game, you ain't going to have anything." And boy, was he right. And not only was he right about golf, actually it turned out in life. If you don't have confidence, it's a struggle. So confidence to me is by far, do it with a smile, have fun.
Absolutely. Very cool. How about, so we got some information on you on the First Tee level. Let's get to know you a little bit on a personal level here. Obviously, we know you're a great golfer. If you can go out and play in your dream foursome, past or present, who are you teeing it up with for a round of golf? Who's the other 3 golfers in your group?
That is I mean, there's a million of them out there. So I apologize if I offend a lot of people. But my dad, and it would probably, if I ever had that opportunity, it would probably just be a twosome. I never had a chance to golf with my dad, so definitely my dad. If you don't know my life story a little bit, for those of you that don't, my dad had a stroke and was left paralyzed when my mom was pregnant with me 48 years ago. So I never heard my dad walk or talk or seen him walk, and he's very brain smart and loving, and had a lot of hope and faith and confidence even in this situation. So I would definitely like to play with Dad. The reason I say that is at our wedding, my dad was my best man, and in his speech he talked on a computer. And on his speech in the computer voice, he said his only regret in life was
No, for my regrets, I only wish I could have played 9 holes with you for the way I treat you and check. And kids, but not the course.
I never ever had the chance to beat me on the golf course. So, Dad, there it is. There's your chance. Come on, let's do it.
Let's do it. I love it.
But since we got to fill this foursome up, a couple other special dads out there that I'd love to golf with is Arnold, Arnold Palmer and Jack. So Jack Nicklaus. And I'm going to break the rules because I asked the pro inside the clubhouse. He said I could play a fivesome. So I'm going to invite a fellow PGA pro, Mr. Dennis Walters. He's a World Golf Hall of Famer. So kids, if you don't know Dennis Walters is, or parents, look him up. You'll love him.
And been a special guest at Mud Run Golf Course for our the Dennis Walters show for the first tee grader.
And he's due to come back this June, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, it is an awesome show. What he can do with the props and tools that he uses is unbelievable. It really is. It really is. Well, awesome. So we know about you on the golf course. We know your prowess. We know you can play. We know who you want to play with. How about off the golf course? What's your favorite hobby outside of golf?
Wow, my favorite hobby outside of golf is, I have a dog, Tula. We love hiking with Tula. The metro parks around here, the Cuyahoga Falls or Cuyahoga Parks and the Summit Metro Parks and the Stowe Bike Trail right here where we live. It's just Tula time is what I call it. We do it daily. It's definitely one of my hobbies. As you know, hanging around at the first tee, I like to clown around a little bit. So I love to dabble in magic. Love to do some magic tricks for the kids, and also juggling. You've seen some of that before. And those are some of my favorite things. And before hip replacement, I had a hip replacement 6 years ago. I was actually a really, really good downhill skier. I love ski racing, and I love skiing through the glades, through the trees. It was just kind of off golf season peak,
Yeah.
Whatever. So wife took a bigger life insurance policy because of that. But that's cool. That's cool.
Yep. I'd hope so. That could be dangerous, but a lot of fun too.
But I haven't done it since, so we're good.
Yeah. Take it easy on the hips. We see you swinging out of the golf course in the driving range every now and then, swinging from your knees. That's enough wear and tear on the hip. We'll leave the skiing up to the professionals. All right. We love to ski. And we also know that Tula in the last couple of weeks has definitely become the star of the first tee Greater Akron social media, making a lot of great cameos.
She's loving these golf at home time. She's definitely loving that. So.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. All right. So more questions about you off the golf course.
Oh, yeah.
How about, what's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie. I'm a huge Chevy Chase fan. He's definitely my favorite actor. He's got such a funny wit and quick sense of humor, and I kind of feel I kind of have the same attributes as Chevy in those things. And I actually got to meet Chevy for the first time just over the winter at Akron Civic Theater. So thanks to Howard Parr for bringing in Chevy to town. So that was cool. Golf-related Chevy-wise, Caddyshack. I mean, we probably all knew that was coming. No big surprise. Off golf, FLETCH.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone knows Fletcher. Just love Fletch. I make his one-liners all the time still. So if you haven't seen the movie Fletch, there you go. Watch it. I'll watch it with you.
It's a classic. Definitely a classic. All right. Let's stick to the TV screen here. How about what are you watching at home? What's your favorite TV shows?
Favorite TV show. So I have DirecTV. So anything on channel 218 would be my favorite. For those of you that don't have DirecTV, that's Golf Channel.
Golf Channel.
Probably not a big surprise there either. Is Masters Week considered a TV show?
Yeah, basically. I
So that
count
would
it.
be it. We didn't have it yet, but something to look forward to still in November.
Oh, yeah.
But I joke all the time with people because they're like, "Hey, did you see Friends last night?" I'm like, "Was it on Golf Channel?" And they're like, they just look at me and they're like, "Yeah, we get it.
No.
I'm a golfer. It's okay."
Yep. Oh, yeah. The golf channel's on this TV outside my screen here all the time. I'm right here. Awesome. So we got the golf channel. We love our Chevy Chase movies. How about music? What are you listening to? Whether it's in your car, maybe you listen to a little bit of golf music out on the golf course, and that's starting to become a little bit more popular. Who's your favorite band or musical artist?
I do love music on the golf course. Kind of never really saw that coming in the golf business, but anything to make the golf game more fun. So other people are doing it. I'm joining on that too. And in terms of what I'm playing, I listen to all varieties of music. Wasn't really much of a country fan at all until I went to Nashville last year and got a little taste of that city. So that changed my mind on that. But I listen to it all. The kids love the fact that I know all the words to all the hip hop songs that they're listening to right now. So it's funny. And you can ask a lot of the kids. I'm kind of known for changing the lyrics up a little bit during the songs. All obviously kid friendly, kid bop songs at first tee, but we have fun with it. Kids love it. They think I'm crazy. That's okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know I love to switch up the lyrics and make them golf related. I think there is a Jimmy Beers golf CD album record to be made out there, and a lot of money that could come in from that. I think that'd be gold.
Hey.
I like it. I don't think anyone's really cornered the market on that yet, so I think we got an opportunity to rake in some cash.
Kids would love it.
Yeah, they would. All right, so that's awesome. We're getting to learn a lot about you off the golf course here. I love it. How about, and we touched on a little bit with your magic and juggling and everything you do. Do you have a hidden talent? What would be a hidden talent that maybe our junior golfers or us in the office with you, we wouldn't know that you have?
Well, I'm there a lot, so it's hard to hide anything. But something that I can hide from everybody at first tee here at my house is I have an amazing green thumb. I got that's gardening for the kids that don't know what a green thumb is. They're probably like, "Ew, Coach Jim's got a green thumb." So yeah, gardening. My mom, I definitely got that trait from her. She always had beautiful flowers at my house growing up, and she always called that her Zen time. Like, just after a long day with my dad and 5 kids, and just going out watering flowers for a little bit. So that, and also my grandpa, my dad's dad, had a beautiful yard, so I just kind of grew up. And being a golf course pro or PGA professional my whole life, I like to be around nice grass and manicured situations. So the funny thing is, my neighbors next door, Kim and Greg, they're dying to know where I get my flowers from. They think it's from Chernobyl florists. So kids, if you don't know the reference of Chernobyl, it's a good thing to go Google a little history lesson for you. So the flowers are really big here at the Beers house. So that's kind of a hidden talent that really no one knows about. My Zen time for that is before I come to classes in the morning. I like to get up early and just give the water to the flowers a little bit. So Tula helps out. So that's it.
I got a whole honey-do list for you then at my house. Lots of landscaping going on during this quarantine. It's about the most productive I can be around the house is working outside. So
at our par level, all you got to do, we teach the kids, ask for help. Just got to ask for help out there, Clarky.
Absolutely. Well, I think I would need a lot more time than what we have today to figure out what I'm going to do outside back there. So. Well, Jimmy, thank you so much for taking the time to spend with us today and giving us all an opportunity, a little peek behind the curtain to get to know you a little bit better. I think I speak for both of us and everyone at the First Tee of Greater Akron when I say we can't wait to get back to work. I know you and I especially, we're really, itching to get back and then put our programming on for all the kids. And we can't wait to see everyone real soon. And for more videos like this, please stay tuned to our Facebook, our Instagram, our Twitter, our YouTube page. We have weekly content. Jimmy's been doing just a fantastic job of supplying you all with awesome tips and videos almost on a daily basis, Monday through Friday. So please stay tuned and get a glimpse of all the great work he's been doing while we've been away, and we can't wait to see you soon. So Jimmy, again, thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we'll see everyone real soon. Until next time. Thank you.
Coach Jim just gave me golf clubs. I'm going to play it every day.